Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy ACO Official, and today we're doing a real versus fake guide on the Balenciaga speed trainers. Now firstly, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of real versus fake guides, so if you're heavy into the resale market, either buying or selling, definitely check out a few of the videos I've done just to help familiarize yourself with the differences, just making sure you don't get caught out, just to help clear up the market as well. The first thing we'll be looking at is the box covers. So this is the real one here. As you can see, bold font, it's raised as well, slightly raised, and no fading or anything. The box cover in general looks clean, no stains, no creasing or anything. If you look at the fake one, the first thing you're going to notice is all this dirt in the corner, how it's creased. Again, creasing there. The font on this one, it's a lot bigger and it's bolder as well. I'll try and get them in the same shot for you, but like I was saying, it's just bolder, bigger, it looks a bit uneven as well. So that's a good tell. One thing you do want to be careful of though is that there are, like with all these products, there are different versions of fakes floating around. So you can get covers which sometimes look a lot closer to the real thing. If that's the case, I will show you some other tells that you can look at, but to avoid that and to avoid having to check any of this stuff, you can just buy at official retailers, the store itself, or just online places that you trust. Touching on the dust bags quickly, we'll just be looking at the neatness and how well printed on the Balenciaga is. This is the fake one here. So the fake one's at the top here and the real one's at the bottom. As you can see, the real one's in the proper Balenciaga font and it looks quite a bit crisper. Here's something else that might help you. So when you order, obviously you're going to get your receipt, your returns form, all the details of your purchase basically, and any additional items they give you. The real one came in this Balenciaga envelope. Obviously it looks a lot more professional. It's just an envelope, but you can just see the difference. Here's a fake one here, creased again, and there's this little booklet inside it. I didn't get one of these with the real one, but I have got something similar with runners in the past. So don't read too much into that little booklet there, but just look at the envelopes, look at the quality on the envelopes. With Balenciaga and other high-end brands, they do present everything in the box in a way that kind of represents how much money you've spent on the items. Whereas with the fake ones, you can often tell they've rushed it, and like, even without comparing, you can sometimes just tell when something's fake. Another quite random bit I've noticed is these. So these come like your shoes, when you get them, they come in these. This is the real one. Well, it's a bag, so I can't really call it real or fake, but this came with the real trainers. And this poly bag thing that I always get with the Balenciagas always has this rectangle and it's got some sort of text in there. And I've always gotten this bag. I noticed with the fake one, the poly bag just has nothing on it. Now obviously it's just a bag, so I'm assuming these can change. But I thought it's something I've noticed that's been consistent in like my last 3 Balenciaga purchases. So I thought it's probably worth mentioning that anyway. Alright, so they are out of the box. Now the first thing you want to look at is the front. So the triple blacks are the real ones. So top is real, bottom is fake. What you want to look at is this curve here. So you can see how on the real one, it's a lot straighter. On the fake one, it kind of curves up way too much. And none of the real ones I've seen do anything like that. So that's a big giveaway in itself. Moving on to the text on the side of the shoe. On the real one, you can see the text is a bit thinner and it's a bit more spaced out as well. If you look really closely, you can see just how fine that is. I'll show you the fake up close. You can see there's quite a big difference. This one looks like it's peeling, looks like it's going to come off really soon. The stitching on the back is also going to be a good thing to look for. So you've got this seam that goes through the middle and then you've got stitching on either side of it. On the real one, you can see that line in the middle is perfectly like centered in between the 2 lines of stitching. When you look at the fake one, you can see those lines are just wriggling all over the place, which is again just like a lack of quality control type thing. So that's going to be another good indicator as to whether your product is authentic or not. So next up, I've got the bottom of both shoes here for you now. They are different colorways, so it is going to be quite hard to see a proper difference, but the real one does look like it's been engraved slightly more sharply. If you're buying these secondhand, that's not going to be useful at all, because obviously the bottom of the shoe is going to get dirty, so I wouldn't read too much into that one. If you look at that circle effect at the bottom there, the real one doesn't have as many gaps in between those circles, whereas on the fake one, those circles are smaller, so the gaps look bigger. So that's pretty much everything I can show you on this Balenciaga Speed Real versus Fake. There are a few things which I've missed off, like the insole. I'll post that on my Instagram account. Just make sure if you're buying these online from places like, from marketplaces like eBay or Grailed or anything, just make sure that you're checking the seller feedback, how long they've been selling for, making sure you're looking at all the pictures properly. Because I did mention at the beginning of the video, there are different versions of these going around. Not all of them will be exactly the same as this, which means some of the shoes might be harder to spot than others. So just do bear that in mind when you're shopping online. Apart from that, I hope the video was useful. I'll see you guys again on the next video. Peace.